You are watching an Al Bill review. Cue the music. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into it, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Got me back.
Got it
There
back.
you go.
We gonna touch base on Surviving R. Kelly, parts 3 and 4. Like I say, it's pure reaction. I don't have any notes. We don't have any notes. I don't know about her, but I don't.
I just jotted down like the main points. Like literally before we started, I just put down like the main stuff that they was talking about.
Okay.
So you want to start?
I give you the floor.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So they started. I mean, a main part of the episode was the sex tape.
Episode 3.
It was mainly about the sex tape and how the girl Lisa, wasn't that her name that was in it with the 14-year-old? The girl that was talking about her being in the tape with the girl kind of picked it up and was just saying,
Lisa Van Ness.
Yeah. She was just saying how she was just so upset and couldn't believe that he had her doing that with the 14-year-old. Because she said at the time, I mean, she thought that she was closer to her age. Both still underage, but she thought the girl was closer to her age, so she didn't feel like in the beginning like it was.
And she was 17 years old.
Yeah,
just to throw that out there.
Yeah, she was 17, and then R. Kelly, I guess, had told her that the girl was 16. So, yeah. So she was just saying how she was upset and that she had ended up taking the tape. Like, they were somewhere and she was popping in the tapes and she saw the one with her, the girl, and him, and she ended up taking it. And instead of destroying it, she went and gave it to somebody else.
One of his artists that she befriended.
Right.
Quote unquote.
Right. How you feel about that? Instead of like, I mean, because I don't know what goes through victims' minds when they think about stuff like this. But in my mind, my first thing, if I knew that I was on this tape and I'm hurt and this is just disgusting to me, if I get a hold of that, I'm throwing it away. I'm destroying it. No copies of it, no nothing. But I also don't know how victims would think, and maybe she just thought, I mean, I don't know. But what ended up happening is she got money. Well, I'm not going to say she got money, but the person that she gave the tape to allegedly was trying to just get the money from it. Oh, and of course that wasn't the only tape.
As far as her taking the tape and giving it to someone that she trusted because she said that she took it back to her hotel and she wanted to get rid of it so he wouldn't find it and she get in trouble, beat up, and all that type of stuff like that. I mean, she's 17 and I have to hold her accountable. She could have just destroyed the tape. I mean, it was a lot of conversation that was online basically saying that she was going to use the tape to, get a payday as well, or, try to get some money out of it. And, just giving a sex tape to someone else, I don't understand what you hope happens.
Unless you was trying to go further. And I hate to even think that. But that's kind of what, from just watching the episode, that's what I gathered was that she gave it and she was going to try to play off of it. Like, she was upset, but she was also like, okay, maybe I can get some money from this or whatever. But it didn't help at all that she ended up being back with the guy. I mean, getting back with R. Kelly.
And then, she didn't really get back with him.
She ended up having sex with him again because she ended up getting pregnant.
Well, I mean, okay, I don't really know the timeline for that, but you're probably right. But what I took from it is, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm gonna just throw it out there because I don't know what the hell she was thinking. She went back and told this man that she took the tape, and he arranged a sit down with who she gave it to, XYZ, to try to pay and get it back. And of course, copies was made. He made him take a lie detector tests, everything that he was supposed to do. And I know that don't sound right, but he trying to cover his, But listen. when she said she was hurt and shocked that he threatened to kill her, I just want to go through the TV and choke the girl.
Why?
This man has a sex tape of him having a threesome with two. Well, in Chicago, 17 is legal age, right? Let's just go ahead and throw that out there. At the age of 17, if a 17-year-old in Illinois say they want to be with a grown adult, it ain't nothing that mama, daddy, or the law can do. But he having a threesome with two underage girls. I say one, but y'all know what I'm saying. And she take it, give it away, and now he has to get it, try to get it back, bribe somebody to get it. Listen, I hate to say it, but R. Kelly is somebody. He has, has, whatever the present, past tense you want to put it in, he had a lot to lose if that tape got out. And as you see, he did end up going to jail. He was prosecuted. He had a trial. So in my mind, and I'm not a pervert, but for him to say, I'm going to kill you, it made sense to me because he was going to be ruined. And the fact, and I guess for me, anytime something dramatic happens like this, and it's not right, but you have to understand when someone has a lifetime of achievements and accolades and, you know, titles and money and image and popularity, celebrity.
So you saying that they want that it don't matter who they want to keep that there.
They want you.
They don't want nobody to mess it up.
Well, you know, basically what I'm saying is at any level of any professional, at any level of a professional. Say for instance, if a teacher, I mean, I hate to say it, but if a teacher have sex with a kid, a student make a sex tape, the student gives the sex tape to their friend, and da-da-da-da. The teacher don't want to lose her job. The teacher don't want to, you know, be put on blast for child pornography. The teacher has a lot to lose, and in the R. Kelly case, he was an idol, and this sex tape has gotten out of his bag because she said that she was disgusted. He lied, and she didn't want to be associated with the sex tape. Now, my thing, given all of that, if you don't want to be associated with it, why not destroy it? Why give it to someone? And then when you give it to someone and you go and tell him what you did, and now he tries to retrieve it, he wouldn't have threatened her. And I'm not defending him at all. I'm just trying to get. Nobody wants to be threatened. I thought that, but I guess what I'm saying is that R. Kelly had a lot to lose, and he has lost a lot. It don't seem like it, but he lost a lot when that sex tape came out. Now, as you know, over time. But when she said that she was shocked that he wanted to kill her, I don't think he would have took that approach if copies of the sex tape wasn't made, because he had them take a lot of text according to her. And she passed it, but whoever had the sex tape, they lied and said they didn't have any copies. So
let me just go. I feel like a lot of stuff, like they giving us some stuff, but a lot of stuff is being left out, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because
like now, and I keep thinking about it, like the more I'm thinking about it, it's also like, well, he didn't know that, I'm not trying to victim blame, shame, or anything like that. But he didn't know that you had the tape. She said herself, he didn't realize that he had it.
Because he got so many.
Exactly. So in my mind, when instead of telling him and you not wanting him to be mad, you would try to go through the hoops with that actual person that got the tape to try to get it. Instead of first just going to him, I got the tape, this who got it, what we gonna do?
So, but exactly. So when she don't do that, and she go to, because you know what, I take that back. She probably did that and couldn't get it. Which is why she went to him. And I guarantee you she was scared to go to him because she knew the rage that he was going to be. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, not trying to defend him, but at the same time, you got to understand, sex tape, minor, R. Kelly, idol, of course he going to kill you.
Yeah. And so then also around this same time, R. Kelly they said that he had told the tour manager that he was thinking that he can't stop filming himself and that those tapes was gonna get him in trouble and all that. So that was also what
that adds, you know what? That adds fuel to the fire of why she quote unquote felt like, well, according to her, she said that he said he was gonna kill her. That what you just said, he admitted to his shady manager who was having. Look here, you can't tell me that they weren't having sex with them.
It's no,
you can't. You can't. But I guess the point I'm making is, yeah. But the point is that by him telling his manager that these tapes gonna get me in trouble, he know it.
So he
know it
because he was going through the hoops.
Exactly. Yeah. So just imagine when the tape get out and he found out the reason that the tape got out was because one of his women took it. You don't think he gonna be upset? Not saying that that's right, but you don't think he gonna be like, you about to ruin my career? I'm finna kill you. You like, come on now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when she said that, it just made me feel a way like, come on now. Like, look, I know you're a victim. Not trying to shame you, but come on now. Come on now.
Yeah. So they also was talking about Andrea Kelly and how she didn't know about the underage girls, what was going on. It was like,
I think that was episode 4. That was episode because
no, they was talking about it and they was mixing it up.
It was,
yeah.
Because I felt like episode 3 was just a lot of sparkle.
They were going back and forth throughout the whole 2 things.
Sparkle wasn't episode 4 though. I don't think. I think it was like episode 4 was like.
I don't think we should separate it in like episode. Just do night of what they were talking about.
Okay. Before we go to Andre Kelly, let's talk Sparkle because Sparkle I got some on my heart about Sparkle.
Okay.
I got some on my heart about Sparkle.
Go ahead.
Sparkle, she said that her and her family been estranged for like 10 years because they blamed her for all of this. She told the story of, the tape getting out and, they did a great job. The journalism, the Chicago
journalists.
Yeah, Chicago journalists. They did a great job of covering the story. Turned the tape over to the police and all that. So she said the police called her to watch the video because it may be somebody that she know or related to, and she said it was her child. I mean, not her child, but a niece, and that was definitely Robert. They love calling him Robert. Another thing is I want to point out. It was just so funny because everybody who they were interviewing, except at least on this part, when they were talking about the video, except for Sparkle, was saying they believed that was Robert. They believed that was R. Kelly. She was the only one that said that was Robert. Just like that. She was the only. Everybody else said what could have. It seems as though what we believe. She was the only one that put her name on it.
Yeah.
I know, that stuck with me, but the point I want to make about Sparkle is this. When she identified the girl as her niece, police reached out to the mother, the father. They said that's not their daughter. Sorry, Siri. They said that was not their daughter. She took it upon herself to push the issue and say that's her. My issue I had with Sparkle was, I get it. You hurt. He did this to your niece, your family. He drove a wedge in between you guys. But if it's about, at that point, in my mind, it should be all about protecting the niece. And the parents chose the route of, we're going to deny it was her and say that it's not her. Sparkle, she should have hopped on that wave. Because, no, see, you looking like that, but see, listen, if parents make a choice, that's their child, that's their seed, and they said, we're not going to put our 14-year-old daughter, because she was already going, and think about this, the media jumped on to her, the 14-year-old, because Sparkle drove the narrative that that's her niece. The parents was trying to keep their daughter out of the spotlight. Because I'm 14 years old. And then think about it. This case went on, was pending for 6-7+ years. So she wouldn't. So what I'm saying is, if I'm a parent, I would, I definitely want justice to be served. I do. But a 14-year, I don't know if a 14-year-old is ready, and nobody is ever ready to, especially. And we talking about we not only we talking about an accuser, like just a regular pervert or a rapist. We talking about that plus an idol. Every turn she make, it was gonna be a camera in her face. Was that you on the sex tape? How did you meet him? The parents were not gonna be able to protect her from that crazy media circus that she was going to experience. And they felt as though, they felt as though the best way to protect her from that was to deny it. Go ahead.
So that's a good point. I didn't look at it that way. But here's my counter. If that was the case, when the brother got on the stand and he said it wasn't her, why was he receiving money from or on his music?
Okay.
How do we know that it wasn't a payoff? Okay. Because the brother was still getting money from him.
Okay. It wasn't okay. I'm finna address that as well. I'm glad you took it there. Another reason why Sparkle pissed me off in this episode was because she created the narrative that they were paid off. If it's about the child, and I understand she has been wrong, she has been taken advantage of. Look, this thing on national TV.
But listen, they was getting money.
We don't know that.
Well, we don't know that they was getting money. We don't know that. But make it make sense. Why was the brother still involved with R. Kelly? She said that the family was still hanging and with R. Kelly.
Okay, true. But she making it about her. Because
she did get a lot of backlash. She was, like you said yourself, she was the only one that said, that is him. That is my niece. Yeah, she was the only one that said that. So she was the only one that was getting that hate. I feel like she probably felt like this was a way of her to just kind of almost redeem herself. Like, no, this is what happened.
And you can't.
This was him.
And
I lost my career. I lost everything.
Well,
nobody believed that this was them. And my family didn't believe that this was them. And I'm not saying that they was what she said. I'm not saying that they got paid off. I'm just saying that they were still involved in hanging out with R. Kelly, absent from me.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you said that. She didn't lose her career. She stepped back because she wanted to prove to her family that she didn't put this wedge in between them. She chose to take a step back from her career. And to be honest with you, she ain't had no damn hits anyway. She was just ooh and ahhing on the records. But that's neither here nor there. Number two, I'm a firm believer. And I said it on my review yesterday. A lot of these folks that's on here, not saying that they don't feel a ways, they are on here to clean up their image of their involvement or their blame more so than to get the story out. Because I'm a firm believer in this. It's just certain things you cannot and you should not say. And for her to sit up there on national TV and say with a straight face that the family probably was paid off, you don't say that. Because I said again, if it's about your 14-year-old niece, now she's making the mother and the father look guilty and bad.
They were already looking bad because how was she was involved with them absent from Sparkle anyway. So the parents already looking bad. It ain't nothing that Sparkle could say, just like all the other victims with the young and you want to know what the parents said. That was going to happen regardless.
I take it back to this. If Sparkle never introduced her niece or her family to R. Kelly, we wouldn't have this conversation. My thing is this, and you are completely right, and I don't want to make it about the parents.
And I also think that Sparkle, she was around. And I do think that she knew some stuff that was going on.
She was at the house when Andrea was knocking on the door to ask to eat.
So, but I feel like she knew enough information to know that he was not a good person. I think that she felt like they was free and they was cool. And if he wasn't going to do it to her, I think that's why she was just so upset. Because I'm your friend. I'm bringing my family. I know that you're crazy. But in my mind, you're not going to do it to me and my family.
You want to know why I don't believe that? because his bodyguard, the one who said he's seen multiple tapes, you know, that's Andrea Kelly's brother. Hey, hold on now. Think about this. You
do it.
Think about this. She knew everything about R. Kelly. She knew the monster that he was. She knew that.
Are we still talking about
Sparkle? Yeah,
okay.
She knew that. And I guarantee you, she knew. And my thing is, when you know somebody's a monster, you know there's people around him that's enabling him. Nobody looks innocent who is involved in his circle, right? Okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna just use this. So she like I said, she admitted knowing his demons. She admitted knowing all of that. She know these 14, and she working in the studio with him. So you mean to tell me it was times in the studio before her niece was, it brought into the picture that it wasn't 14, 15-year-old girls in there? And she working with him on an everyday basis? And he got his boys and girls that he already dealing with to go out and get more girls? So for her to feel like, oh, we family. And you know what? She didn't feel like that because she also said, I kept my eyes on my niece. She was always right there.
She knew enough information not to bring that niece around.
And she did.
And I think I feel like she feeling it.
She should, and she got to wear it. But the point, I guess the point I'm making is this. I definitely, like I said, it's just something, because I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know, well, just as a viewer, we would have never known that the 14-year-old, well, she ain't 14 now, but the 14-year-old girl, family, dads, whoever is still making music with R. Kelly if she didn't say it. And you know why she said it? To take some of the blame off her. Because she also wanted to paint the picture that, guys, I did introduce, and I'm so torn by this. But after the fact, they didn't do nothing about it. They didn't come forward to the police.
Yeah, I was the one that was doing all this. I was the one that was. That's
the and that's the narrative that she trying to drive. But I say once again, and as much as it hurt to say this, if it's about the 14-year-old niece, that ain't her damn daughter. If that was her child, she can maneuver how she want to. Your auntie can't tell your mama how to protect Michelle. My auntie can't tell my mama how to protect Al. If they choose whether you agree or disagree, hop on that bandwagon. The parents chose, because I'm telling you, if the parents would have came for, look how big,
Could it be, here's just me thinking, that, because we know that the parents and R. Kelly, we know that they have some dealings.
Allegedly, according to Sparkle.
Could it be? No, it ain't. I mean, we know that they were still doing music together. So they know allegedly. We know that he at least had contact with the brother.
It was one song. The song's called Good Tar. And to be honest with you, we don't know when the song was recorded.
So listen, is it possible that R. Kelly and that family, they felt like, okay, what words am I trying to say?
A payoff? You trying to say it's a payoff? Or a
deal?
Like,
listen, I did this. I'm wrong. Let me repay you
by doing XYZ.
By doing yes.
Okay.
So you just say that it wasn't, and you ain't got nothing to do with it, and the parents probably was like, okay, because I don't want nobody to know this was my child in this video.
Okay.
So we can agree. Now let me do something else for you. Let me help you and give you whatever I can give you to make sure that nobody knows that this is your 14-year-old child, and that nobody knows. I mean, with him, nobody knows this is me. So maybe they had came to that conclusion because I
take it a step further though. I love that because that continues to because here's the thing, people get assaulted. I mean, women get raped, assaulted every day, and you cannot tell them how to settle with the accuser. Whether we like it or not that they take the cash, hell, we want to see them in jail. Look how many NFL players that have committed domestic violence and rape, they're still in the league. Listen, whether we agree with the outcome of the survivors, that's none of our damn business. If the parents and the family, if they said...
And I feel like settling, I just feel like some stuff, I don't know. Some stuff is just...
It's their choice though. It's their choice. I'm with you. But like I said, it's not about us. If it's about, because think about this, I don't think the parents gave a damn about whether the public said that's R. Kelly in the video more so than they wanted to protect their 14-year-old daughter. And then her friend, the white girl who was interviewing, ain't no way in hell you can be my friend again. Think about this from the standpoint of, if you my friend, And my mama and daddy then drove the narrative bus of that ain't me, and you supposed to be my friend, and you on this damn same wave.
Think about it. We don't know that that's what they trying to do. We don't
Oh, I know.
We don't know that was because that's what you thinking that okay they just don't want their child involved or nothing like that's what you thinking, but we don't really know if that's the case. We don't know because I mean it's different ways. Maybe the friend and whoever else was saying that, yeah, that was him. Maybe they felt like they were protecting the girl. And remind you, the girl, she had some type of relationship with a friend and with a family and with whoever. So maybe they felt like, in their mind, for me to protect, I need to be truthful so this person can be behind jail so he can get what he deserves. Because money, it ain't gonna bring everybody happiness. So maybe that's what the friend and us.
I agree.
Maybe that's what they're thinking.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. But I continue to say, if you have a child, whatever decision that you make for your child, that's it.
We don't know. And I get, like I said, I did like that point. But also, keep in mind, we don't know if the intentions was pure. Like, I want to keep my child off of this because I don't want her to be away. Or I'm going to keep my child off of it and I'm going to get this money for it.
And you know what? Okay. And what you saying that, to me, I don't want to make it, and you know, we talking about a 14-year-old child who was,
Right.
I don't want to make it about the parents because it's not. And that could be so true. But I'm just talking about the child who was involved, who was wrong. I don't want to make it about the parents. I don't want to make it about Sparkle. I don't want to make it about the friend. And I just felt like that's what that did last night when I was watching that. Because if I have a child and I say that ain't my child, whoever, auntie, brother, cousin, friend feel the nerve to go downtown and say that's definitely boom boom my child, you cut out of my life completely. This is my child. You don't tell me what I'm gonna do with my child. No matter how much you want me to do, and I get it. He a monster. But if I don't want to make it about Sparkle, I don't want to make it about the parents taking a bribe just so they can get a song with R. Kelly. I'm sticking to the story of the 14-year-old child, and that's why Sparkle and that white girl and that basketball coach who is now a police, they pissed me off, and he pissed me off because he talking about something. I just found it weird that R. Kelly was coming to some high school girls basketball game.
And it amazed me. Let's go to the next because it amazed me because like I was not knowledgeable. Like I said in a comment, I did not know how deep everything went. Right. So it was just amazing to me watching it. Like, yeah, I heard like the jokes that was made about him peeing on the girl. Of course I heard those jokes, but I never knew that it was underage, like young, like
14-year-old,
exactly.
Yeah.
It was I never knew about nothing like that until they made this thing. Like I did not know that it was this.
Yeah, I knew about it.
I did not know that, and so
I was fast. I seen the video. I was a fast little something. I seen the video.
It's not because it's child porn. So it's just amazing. It's just crazy how that video, like you seeing this guy doing this stuff, and apparently the video was graphic. It that did not change nobody's mind. Like we saw the women outside the courthouse saying he didn't do this. They lied on him. They just tried. Like in my mind, that is just so crazy how that video. Knowing that, and then obviously having other information about him liking underage girls.
He's an idol.
It's so crazy because if you like I said, I only know a couple, and I only know a couple of R. Kelly songs, and it's the real big ones. I didn't listen to his music like that. So it just amazes me how this person who means so much to all these people let did not, I'm not gonna say lit, but did not see nothing wrong with him doing.
You know what? I'm glad.
that.
I'm glad you say that. I just want to take a step back. If the parents come forward, the 14-year-old girl, it's gonna be grown.
I mean, even past that. I mean,
But I'm just
past
saying,
that video,
no,
past moving on from that video. I mean, in general, with him,
But
with
yeah,
the young
I get
underage
it.
girl.
I get it. But what I'm saying is the fact that they was outside of the courthouse saying he didn't do it. They lying. And you seen all them people that was out there. It's like OJ trial all over again. It was just R. Kelly. Imagine having a 14-year-old girl having to go through all of that. That's all. We can move on. But to move on as well, during the trial, R. Kelly brother, the baby brother, because the older brother in jail. I don't know nothing. His baby brother, big brother. Apparently, the lawyer R. Kelly lawyer said that was R. Kelly's brother in the video, and the brother got upset, and he went out, start saying, "Oh, my brother's a molester, child," all this,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the older brother said, the older brother trying to get some money on his book. Y'all can't tell me that the only reason the older brother did this is because he trying to get back in R. Kelly good graces. Because he's allegedly, well, hell, ain't allegedly, he said it. He said that R. Kelly offered the younger brother $100,000 and a one record deal, record deal. And the brother obviously turned it down, and the older brother just said he a damn fool because he could have been rich.
That's sad. That brother, there's no way that tour manager. I feel like everybody around him played a part. There need to be some
even
type
his
of
brother,
consequence.
even his brothers.
Crazy. That was crazy.
Because even in a sit down interview, the younger brother who was
Carrie Kelly.
yeah, the one who they said was him on the tape.
Yeah.
The journalist asked him, "Do your brother like underage women? Is he guilty? Is he guilty?" You know his answer was, "I'm not gonna say he guilty, but he gonna get what he deserves one of these days." What the hell? Like, what the hell? What was that?
Yeah.
So why you doing the sit down? Why you doing the sit down? Why you trying to clear your name but not throw dirt on his? That makes no sense. Then he told me something. A lot of the stuff I was saying, I was just mad, so I was just agreeing with the media. I don't know it to be true.
I think a lot of the people around him, family, I feel like they had to have known that something was going on, and they probably had like what is it? Intuition, whatever. I feel like they may have thought it, but I feel like they didn't want to know. They didn't want nothing to confirm it. It's kind of what I feel. The people that was around, the people such as Andrea Kelly and the brother, the younger one.
He was dealing with young girls too.
I just feel like some of them, they didn't have no heart. They knew, but they didn't want to know. It's kind of how I feel.
I'll say this. I ain't gonna say that. And we're gonna speak on Andrea in just a second. I felt like they just thought it what came with the territory. Because let me tell you something. R. Kelly is old, but I don't know how old his entourage was, like his male friends and stuff like that. But I mean, just as young girls want R. Kelly, teenagers want R. Kelly, they thought that was normal. They ain't seen nothing wrong with that. You want to know why? Because the craziest thing about, you see men who older than 25, 30, you see them dating teenagers all the time. And what they consider consent is she want me. That's why they didn't think nothing was wrong with it. So I don't believe they didn't want to know the truth. They looked at it and said, hell, she wanted. She old enough to know, you know what I'm saying? Hell, you learn about sex early. I mean, when I was in, when I was in the 6th grade, the school gave us a sex course. They taught us about how to have safe sex and X, Y, Z. And how old you is in 6th grade? Like
14?
14 high school. 14, 15, 9th grade.
It can't because you 10, 11, and 5th grade.
So 6th grade, 11, 12. You said 14.
Oh.
Yeah, 14 definitely high school. So 11, 12 years old, they're teaching you about how to have safe sex. So as a man, who dates younger women and the crew around him, hell, she want him, she know that's consent. So I don't believe that. Now let's move on to you know what, before we talk Andre, let's talk what the girl named Javante. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I just feel like Lifetime should have cut out a lot of scenes. Cause I mean, don't get me wrong, night 1 was amazing. Night 2, the first part of it, you know, I just me. But Javante vibes was killing me because she one of them people that you talking about that she knew so much. And she admitted that she knew so much, but she didn't know.
She didn't spread none of her dirt. She was just spreading everybody else's.
Aaliyah was my baby. Aaliyah was my.
Yeah, and she said the 14-year-old girl.
The 14.
Yeah.
And
I'm not gonna give her too much because she was around, but she was young too. She was in their age bracket too.
Before you go, consider this. She was in the age bracket.
Exactly. So
hold on.
Go ahead.
Wasn't she a background singer? Mm-hmm. And she continued to work with him? Okay, go ahead.
I mean, a lot of them continue to be. A lot of them continue to still be.
So what that say?
Knowing that, I mean, it don't say nothing. It said that he had a lot of people under his umbrella that really wanted to be with him and around him. And I think that she was telling us stuff, but she was leaving. I think she was leaving a lot of stuff out, and I think she was leaving a lot of her knowings and wrongdoing out. So
it wouldn't surprise me if she brought some of her friends there.
She said that in the first episode.
Oh, she did?
She was with a girl. It was a friend, and the other friend was in there having sex with him.
Oh, she did, didn't her?
Yeah.
And she stayed around after.
But that's what I'm saying. Listen, we looking at her because she older or whatever. Keep in mind, she was young in that thing too. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I'm not gonna give her too much hate, but I do think she was around all that time. She knew a lot of stuff. And I do think that she just like.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out.
I'm not gonna give her too much because if I do, then I have to give all the victims.
I'm not. She ain't no victim though. She's not a victim. He didn't.
So you don't think I ain't no way you just seen this and you were never involved. It's no way.
Well, if you taking it down, then you know she need to speak up.
Obviously, I think that like I said. She keeping some of the information kept to herself.
But okay, true. Okay, but I'm saying this. You know what I'm saying? This is how I feel about it. Okay, so let's just say she was 14 at the time when that her 14-year-old friend was in the studio getting, or having sex with R. Kelly, right? My thing. Okay, you 14 at the time, right? Then she started working with him. Now, I'm not in the music industry, but it's just hard for me to believe that a 14, 15-year-old teenager is on the road, traveling.
Well, was she that young? Was she? I don't think.
She was. So I guess the point I'm saying is she grew up working with him.
Exactly. She exactly. Like I said, I'm not gonna give her too much because she was under that same spell like all the other victims and survivors of was. So I'm not gonna give her that because she was probably manipulated into thinking that was right too.
I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not saying that's not true. That's definitely true. And we not. I'm sure there's others who's been. Well, obviously there's others who've been in this situation. But what I'm saying is, it seems as though I don't think. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I don't think that. I'm not gonna say that she had sex with R. Kelly because she didn't say it. So I'm not gonna say that. What I will say is, out of all the women that have spoken, and like I said, it's more to come. I'm sure more will speak up after this. She's the only one that, quote unquote, let's just say, he kept his promise to. And he, introduced her and actually put her in the music industry. Because you remember the Latino girl, mm-hmm. She said that he said he was going to help her become a singer, XYZ. But Javante, or however you say her name, she's the only one that actually became a singer, or a background singer, or just
even more reason for her to be stuck up in there.
But I guess the reason that the point that I'm saying is, with the other girl, he used her dream to keep a hold of her. Cause he never elevated her. He never put her on the record. He never put her in the booth. It was just you my sex slave. But with Jovante, that dream actually came true. So for me, I'm going to say she was around because she actually had talent, as opposed to more so him wanting to make her a part of his sex cult. Because think about it, it's so easy to keep selling that dream. I'm gonna put you on the record, baby. Bend over. I'm gonna put you on the next song, baby. Give me some. And never do it. But her, she actually reached that height.
And I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a talent, lack of talent. I don't know if that's what it is. So I'm not gonna say that she had actual talent. So I'm not gonna say that at all because we don't know if the other girl. We don't know nothing. We don't know why he chose them other. We don't know.
I'm gonna say she had talent only because R. Kelly. Like, listen, I mean, I hate to give him a compliment and all this, but some people are just great at making music, and they are not going to put up with subpar talent being on anything that they're associated with. That's why I'm saying that he's not. This generation that we living in, okay, yeah, we watch Love and Hip Hop. How many of them got talent, but they in the studio? You know what I'm saying? But as far as R. Kelly, I just believe that she had talent because I don't think he would put his, even if she can't say, I just don't believe that. But I just want to touch on that. So anyway, moving on to Andrea Kelly. What was your thoughts about what she got going?
It's a long video.
Yeah, it's okay. It is what it is. We wrapping it up though.
I feel two ways about it. I feel two ways. My first way is, and I'm not, neither one of them is more up there than the other one. The first way is, she's a victim too. Mm-hmm. She was abused, and I do think when you have a lot of money, you have a lot of people around you, you can hide stuff.
Right.
I do feel like that's the case. And especially if you're being abusive, you can for sure hide stuff.
Right.
So I feel bad, especially because she got 3 kids with him.
Right.
And then on top of you not knowing that he's a pedophile, on top of that, you having these kids with him, and you don't know to worry about them.
Right.
You don't know that something happened to him, and then as they always say, if you were abused, then it's likely that you'll do that same thing to others. So you don't know that he's a predator. So on one hand, I'm like, man, she having these kids with this man, and she don't even know that he's a predator.
Do you believe that?
Believe what?
That she didn't know that he was.
I believe that I believe that maybe she knew that he was maybe around women and cheating in that sense. Maybe that he had a lot of women and he was cheating. I could believe that, but I could also believe if, just like from a lot of people, he could say we know that, well, allegedly him and these younger women, he could easily say this ain't true. To his wife that don't know who he's locking up, who he's beating on, and like she said herself, he there. When does he have time? When does he have time to do this? So I can believe if she's saying.
Well, that part kind of had me feeling the ways because, like, she's telling her story, but come on now.
No, I mean I can believe that she did not.
Men
know about the young women. I believe that maybe she felt like he was cheating on her.
Yeah.
I can believe that part, but I don't believe that she knew that there was 13, 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, I guess so what I'm saying is the fact when she said that when does he have the time? It just kind of made me feel like, really, you in a different city, like this guy in a different city, like come on, it don't take
I mean, if they gonna cheat, they can. It's always time to cheat.
I mean, he can have a quickie.
Yeah, so that's how I feel on one end. The second end is outside of her being abused, and not because I don't. Like I said, I'm not gonna victim shame or nothing like that. But outside of this situation, I see her on, and I don't know if this is because of her money. I don't know, but I see her on Hollywood Exes. And it was just a video that was circling around her with her dancing and singing to his music. And then keeping his name and using that name to get you on to these shows and saying, I don't know. That's how I feel on that other end. Like, yes, I feel bad, but I see all these women coming out, and I know that I was feeling some pain too. So let me just go ahead and do this also with them. I'm not gonna say that he was a pedophile and all this, but I know that he abused me. Right. So maybe I can get me some money from this. But it just seemed a little odd to me. Like I said, I'm not taking away from her being abused or anything like that. But in my mind, if somebody is beating me and locking me up and it's terrible to my
refusing to feed you for 3-4 days,
you are not gonna see me. And I don't know how victims. I don't know how their mind is.
Be weak. They always be weak.
But you're not gonna see me singing. And I don't know how recent this video.
I get what you're saying. I get what you saying. Given all that you went through, you ain't acknowledging what he music.
You don't want nothing to do with him. But it was the video where her singing
and she said something about "Go baby daddy go."
Yeah. So it's like if you are feeling this way about this man and now you know that he's a pedophile as well, there's no way that you are going to see me
and do it and put it on the internet. It's one thing if you do it in private. God dang.
Yeah. So those are the two ways that I feel about her. I'm not, like I said, I'm not. I do believe that she was a victim, but I'm also feeling like she, like a lot of them, they using that for more of a
Okay, so
that's it.
I'm gonna get my quick thoughts on Andrea Kelly because we still got to talk about the trial, girl. So, I know, man. It's a long video, but they go, it's good though. I'm gonna put it in the description. Watch to the end. I promise it's good. Hit pause and come back later type thing. But check this out. I got some real quick thoughts about Andrea Kelly. The first thought is it pisses me off how you've been abused. He locked you up in rooms, didn't feed you for a lot of days. I just feel like she shouldn't have nothing good to say about it. So there was scenes in there where she talked about Ark, he's such a loving, caring person.
Because you got to keep in mind she didn't know. That.
No, okay. But listen, but I feel like this is even more sensitive than her listening to his music after all of this. Because let me tell you something. I'm not a woman, but I would like to think, and I know it's not true, but I would like to think if you done me wrong, you beat me, you locked me up in the room, and not being a father to my children and XYZ, I ain't giving you no kind of love. Oh, you ain't no good lover. You a dog. You ain't. I'm not. And then like when she was talking about like the loving person, her eyes was just glowing. Like she had this glow on her. That pissed me off. Like when they asked you, is he a loving and caring person? Hell no. Look how he did me. Look how he did them girls. What's loving and caring about that? That's what I want. I need that same energy when they asking what's good. Ain't nothing good about a pedophile. Ain't nothing good about an abuser. Ain't nothing good about a rapist. So that pissed me off. And the second thing that pissed me off is I felt like she's the ex-wife of R. Kelly. Nobody else have that title. For her to even sit down and be a part of this crew, it kind of rubbed me away because she could have just wrote a book. She could have just wrote a book and timed it to release when this came out.
For what? What would they have done?
Because I just feel like the book would have been more. As raw as this is, a lot of it is edited to kind of follow a parallel narrative from each of the victims, her as well as the girls who are not grown. They basically all saying the same thing. Oh, R. Kelly, he's loving, he's sweet, he's kind, but then it's a parallel there. You get what I'm saying? Not the book, she could have went into detail a little bit more about when she first realized, when she started looking at him with a side eye type stuff, like, because from what it sounded like with these girls. He met them, bring your bathing suit over, you look good, kiss you, now go walk back and forth, take your top off, take their virginity type thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he dated Andrea. He didn't date these women. They came to the studio, it was from day one. You get what I'm saying? So they only know the sweet loving R. Kelly for about a good day or two. Or an hour or two. You get what I'm saying? I felt like her story is so much bigger than this, but that's it. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about the trial girl. I can't think of her name. But the one who fell in love with him at the trial, put the signs up saying that he innocent. She said she didn't want to believe that he was guilty.
Yeah, she said she was a super fan.
A lot of them. And she was, I believe, 17 at the time. Mm-hmm. So that...
Well, no, I thought she said that she was younger, and then he told she was 16, and he told her to keep telling everybody that you 18 and act like you're 21.
Well, 19. Tell them that you're 19 at 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought.
Are you sure? I thought it was she was 16, and he told her.
No,
she
was 15. She said she was 15.
And yeah, so she had came out and said that because at first she didn't tell him. So
no.
At first she did not tell him.
No, at first she lied and said that she was 19.
Right.
And then she said when she went to his crib and after he kissed her,
she
showed him the ID and said that I'm only
16 or 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And then he told her, I feel like it was act like you 18. I don't know. Act like you this.
Well, definitely act like you 21.
Yeah, act like you 21. Keep telling people that you're this age and act like you 21. But yeah.
How I feel about that is, I mean, look, I hate to keep sounding like a broken record, but she was 15 and the girl in the video was 14. So if peers of the 14-year-old is delusional and saying, oh, he's innocent, I hate to sound like a broken record, but this is another reason why Sparkle pissed me off again. The friend, because if a peer, this girl 15, that's a peer of a 14-year-old. That's her peer. And if her peer feel like he didn't do it, good luck trying to get her life back.
Trying to convince everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but that's how.
And that's her peer. And that's her peer. We not talking. And I mean, but you know how I felt about her. I mean, it just goes to show you how big R. Kelly was. That's all it shows you. It just goes to show you how big he was. And then they did a quick scene with one of the jurors that was on the jury, and he said he didn't believe nothing that one I was saying.
The girl?
The juror. You remember the Chinese looking guy with the old teeth?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, well they interviewed a juror and asked why did you think that he wasn't guilty? He said I just didn't believe nothing what nobody was saying. He said it just felt like they weren't being genuine, and that's exactly how I feel when I hear Sparkle talk. I do. I just feel like it don't come from a place of a genuine place, but I will say before we wrap it up, I thought it couldn't get better. Now, the first part of last night, I was just like, come on now, you know what I'm saying? But they ended with the mama of the super fan going to get her. Wow.
No, that was a different girl.
It was a different girl?
Yeah,
well, it don't matter who it is.
And I think that's going into, people were saying he had a sex cult thing in Atlanta or something. I think that's what that episode was.
Well, Lifetime ain't playing.
Yeah.
Well, I thought they couldn't get better.
Yeah.
I can't really see it. And now I don't know how I'm going to look at it tonight. I got some playoff football to watch. But I'm fine waiting now. But any last thoughts before we wrap it up?
My only last thoughts is I don't want to take away. I feel bad about everybody, all the victims, all the young girls that was able to be manipulated by this man, and I just feel like the people that was around him, like the tour manager and all that, I feel like they also need some type of consequence because they enabled him. Like Andrea Kelly had said, he wasn't doing this alone. He wasn't doing it alone, and I just feel terrible for all the victims, and I can't imagine.
But you know, just to piggyback off that, I definitely agree. But like I said in my video yesterday, they had a chance to cut the head of the snake off, and not to say that you're wrong, but I just feel like if it's a chance to get R. Kelly behind bars, let's start there because they had a real chance when he went to court, had a trial. They had a chance, and it didn't happen. And like I said, I don't, and you know what I'm saying? I guess for me, when I watch the series, I don't want to make it about the parents. I don't want to make it about his crew, his entourage. I just want to make it about him and the victims. And that's point blank period. Let's put his ass behind bars and let's get their life, you know what I'm saying, back on track. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
some counseling or something because it's, even the ones that's speaking on, the ones not and the ones that are on there. I do feel like that's in my mind. That's very traumatizing.
Yeah, and like I said, and that's, that's the problem. Like everybody want everybody to pay. You know what I'm saying? And
which they should. And I do agree with you saying that get him out the way, and then let's focus on the people that was around him that was doing this stuff. Because the more they focus on everybody else,
the less gonna get done.
Yeah, now it's like, the parents and the tour manager and all of this, and then we
the
forget
principal,
and then
McDonald's employee.
Yeah, and then now we taking that whole blame because really he's doing the wrong. He's molesting. He's doing the wrong. So I feel like when that happens, a lot of it gets taken.
Yeah.
A lot of that weight gets taken off of him.
And
I feel like get him out the way.
And to end the video, I said yesterday I would love to see what R. Kelly's streaming numbers look like, and Spotify released them, and I think they said it was up 16%. And guess what? It's only going up from there.
Yeah.
And that's the damn problem, because
Yeah.
stuff like this, which is why I say it, man, it goes both ways. The way the world works, the way society is,
Yeah.
it's going to be people that believe it, and there's going to be people that don't believe it. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's still going to be supporters, just like Superfan who was outside, oh, he didn't do it, I want to be with him.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was just interesting to see, you know what I'm saying? They answered my request. So, but that's all we have. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to church tomorrow, so after church, you feel what I'm saying? With the final recap, review, reaction.
Yeah.
Until then, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and we'll see you next time. Peace.